Here we go. Mm-hmm. Alrighty. Hello. Hopefully everybody is doing lovely. I am looking for the new cards. So new classic cards. Let's just go to Hearthstone website. Is this it? No, this is a Hearthstone wiki. Hearthstone website. Here we go. And then let's go here. Here we go. Which side should this be on? It should be on this side. Here we go. Here we go. Alrighty. So, developer insight, class identity, Hall of Fame, and new cards. So, apparently there's some new stuff going down. So let's read through it. Because why not? So, as Hearthstone expands and more patrons make their way into the tavern, it becomes increasingly important to us to revisit past designs to make sure we're building on the right foundation. Over the past 5 years of evolution and growth, we've learned a lot about what makes each of these classes in Hearthstone different and what unique experiences players should have when playing each of the classes. Headed into our next update, we'd like to take this opportunity to outline our current class identity philosophy and share our thoughts on where we see each class in the future. I'm actually really interested in this kind of stuff. I thoroughly like. Hold on. Here we go. I thoroughly like card design and game development and stuff. I really do like that stuff. So let's I want to read the establishing class identity stuff. If you don't really like that kind of stuff, you can skip through it until we look at the new cards, obviously. So, when defining a class's identity, we're primarily concerned with staying true to the following 3 guidelines. Adhere to class's fantasy, define the things that the class should excel at, and establish where the class should struggle. When looking at the fantasy of each class, we can count to capture. We want to capture. I can't read. Capture the emotion of the class through gameplay. That could mean charging headfirst into battle as warrior, wielding devastating magical spells as mage, or plotting the perfect combination of moves as rogue. Once we know what makes a class tick, we can make better decisions about what cards fit and empower that fantasy. Makes sense. So establishing stronger class identities serves several purposes. Giving classes better identified characteristics allow us to have more freedom when creating new mechanics. We can push further into the extremes, knowing that each class has downsides to balance out a new power, which is a good idea. It also enables more counterplay when there are cleaner understanding of classes' strengths and weaknesses. That also makes sense. For example, the knowledge that Druid is weak against big minions lets you start planning your strategy from the start of the match, with little to no knowledge of your opponent's specific deck. That is a good point, because they don't really have a slot of single target removal anymore. It's more just damage and trading for Druid. So that does make sense. So let's... Ooh, oh my god, they do... This is so good. I'm so happy they did this, actually. I really like this stuff. I'm really interested in this. I like this. So here's a brief look at how we currently picture each of the classes' strengths. These are the things that classes focuses and excels at. Obviously, limitations. These are the aspects that might show up a few times in a class, but they are very limited in power level and the number of cards. That makes sense. And these are and the weaknesses, obviously. So that all makes sense. So Druid, attuned with nature. Druids rely on the magic of the wild, massive beasts and swarms of woodland creatures. Their toolbox allows them versatility to defense against aggro. However, they are limited ways to direct, clear out enemies. So strength is mana generation, giant minions, minion swarms, card draw, and beasts. Weaknesses, destroying big minions and clearing the board, which seems very, very pretty good. That seems good. That seems very healthy, and that's what Druid should do. It's either a big boy Druid or a token Druid. Right now, token Druid seems to be very good in running the Druids. So hunters use their wit, ferocity, and an army of beasts fighting alongside them to destroy their competition. My favorite class, by the way. Although they lack in defense, their aggression allows them to push through before they need it. A well-timed secret or death rattle can help them clutch advantages over their opponent. Strengths are beasts, face damage, secrets, and death rattles. Limitations, so there is going to be some card draw and generation, some board clear, and some taunt. Weakness is healing, which is not that bad of a weakness, seeing as though there are so many neutral cards and neutral minions that allow you to heal. So that, for me, doesn't seem that bad. Mages have mastered the arcane arts and use their wide range of spells to take on even the most aggressive of opponents. Their defense... I don't even know what that word is. I don't know what that is. Their defensive something is limited, while a good mage usually has a useful tool to deal with any situation. A great mage conjures the right tool when they need it. So, strengths, spells, big and small, damage spells, secrets, and board clear. Limitation is minion swarms. Like right now, Khadgar kind of allows the minion swarm effect with Khadgar, so that's kind of cool. Weakness is minion buffs, taunt, and healing. That seems like a good thing, but mage seems pretty balanced right now. I'm curious about the rogue is what I'm most curious about, to be honest. But paladins are great champions who support their minions with buffs, healing, and divine shields. However, they are not afraid to get their hands dirty when the time comes. They are methodical, controlling the battlefield through debuffs and forced attacks instead of destructive spells. Strength and persistence are key to the Paladin's victory. So they do minion swarms, minion buffs and debuffs, healing, divine shield, and secrets. Limitations, sometimes there's cost reduction, but their weakness is direct damage and destroying big minions, which seems pretty good. And I'm glad that they're saying it out loud that they cannot deal with the big minions. Oh boy, oh boy. Priest balance holy light and shadow magic to defeat their opponents. They control the battle's outcome by using powerful spells with situational applications. While not the most aggressive, they are able to generate, copy, and use combinations of cards to create a powerful army. Their strengths are healing, narrow but powerful spells, copying, single minion buffs, and death rattles, which is a long list. There's some card draw. Other weaknesses is face damage and a multi-minion buffs. This doesn't seem that big of a deal. The multi-minion buffs, but I mean the face damage spells. You'll see why, because Mind Blast is rotating, but face damage spells, I just don't. Priest is weird because it has so many good things like healing, the narrow spells, copying, buffs, death rattle, but it's just not very good right now. Now Rogue. Rogue hides in the shadows, planning for the perfect time to strike. They may be sneaky and nimble, but they lack strong defenses and regeneration, forcing them to attack quickly and incapacitate their opponent. Their inherent ability to generate, draw, and burgle cards allows them to build up and execute on many synergies, which is good. So strength is combo cards, destroying individual minions, card draw, weapons, death rattles, but they don't have taunt, healing, board clear, or multi-minion buffs. Again, multi-minion buffs doesn't really seem that big of a thing. It just means that you can't go token. Board clear, because Vanish is leaving, so board clear definitely is a big thing. And like the taunt and the healing is also a big thing. But it doesn't really matter because they can just trade with the board and survive. And again, like healing, there's so many like neutral minions that do that anyway. It seems like it's not that big of a downside. So I want to see about shamans though. So shaman's okay, I guess, right now. Oh, Murloc shaman right now. Shamans wield the power of the elements along with their trusty totems. While they may not be able to generate resources as quickly as mage, they are able to overload their mana crystals with lightning and allowing them to ramp up for the burst of power faster than other classes. Shamans are thus rewarded for planning a few turns ahead by tuning their mana curve. Shamans also have strong tools to adapt to many situations, although they are not as versatile as druids choose one cards. They are able to extend their capabilities in ways other classes might not be able to. Strength is minion swarms, which is Murlocs, damage spells, totems, elementals, Murlocs. Oh, Murlocs are in there. But they don't really have a lot of card generation or card draw, but right now Hagatha's in rotation, so card generation is, pretty good. They don't really have a lot of card draw, which I guess is fine for them. Again, you've got novice engineers and loot hoarders if you really need that draw. But I don't think that's going to be a huge issue when it comes to that. But cool. And last but not least, Warlock. Not Warrior. Wait, where's Warlock? There's Warlock. Warlock. Sometimes sacrifices need to be made for power when you get demons involved. This is often the case. The Warlock is comfortable with this bond and can manage all their resources, including their health, in order to defeat their opponent. Their inherent ability to draw cards with a sacrifice allows them to keep the power flowing. Strength is powerful sacrifice effects, card draw, minion swarms, disruption, demons. They don't have a lot of face damage or big healing, which makes... the fact that you have to do so much damage to yourself is, Zulok's very good right now. So you don't really need the healing. And again, the big healing is fine because you have plenty of neutral minions that have bodies that will heal you as well. I mean, the big one was Spellstone. When that was still in standard, Spellstone just kept Warlocks alive forever. But now that that's gone, I guess the big healing is definitely an issue. And last but not least, the Warriors. Warriors thirst for the battlefield primarily a, I don't know what that word is either. Jacob, fill it in, please. Primarily a class. They incorporate armor, weapons, and minions to destroy their opponents. The minions, who fight alongside each warrior, tend to be bigger and stronger, and they employ rush and taunt to control the flow of battle. So, big strengths are armor, weapons, taunt, and destroying minions, which makes sense. I mean, they should put rush in there as well, because, I guess they're not going to make any more rush cards after the Moomsday project. Maybe not. Maybe. I don't know. I can't remember if there was any in Rosticon's Rumble or Rosticon's Rumble or Rise of Shadows. That's what it's called. I couldn't remember what it was called. I just had a brain fart for a second. They have some card draw and they have some card generation. Yeah, that's true. Weaknesses: face damage, multi-minions, and minion swarms. They don't need face damage. They don't need minions. They don't. Well, they have bombs. Face damage right now is bombs. Multi-minion buffs is fine, and minion swarms is fine. So neutral class allows stuff to extend their strengths and reach a specific goal, blah, blah, blah. For example, a paladin can have neutral murlocs to keep them around in their deck. Or a hunter can use a neutral card to get a small amount of healing so they can stay in the fight longer. These cards generate lower power, so the class can never completely overcome their weakness. Yep, that's exactly what neutral minions should do. That's exactly what they are doing, so good. That's good. So addressing the identity issues, so as we've worked to define each class, what each class should bring to the table, we found several cards that don't match our established class identities. We'll continue to adjust the basic and classic sets as needed, but for the update, we've decided to address the following two cards: Mind Blast and Vanish. Vanish was an issue. Mind Blast combined with Malagos, there's always gross stuff going on there. While we like Rogue's knack for getting out of sticky situations with targeted removal, Vanishes allow them to more effectively clear an entire board. This negates one of their intended weaknesses, which is the board clear, which is the weakness with board clear, reduces our ability to design towards their strengths and makes it much harder for players to strategize against Rogue. So Vanish is leaving, which I think is fine. That's totally fine. So Mind Blast gives Priest the ability to inflict large amounts of damage direct to the face. We want to limit the amount of damage Priest can do. Priests are able to deal from their hand, which allows us to make cards that better emphasize their strengths, controlling the game, which, again, makes total sense. Test. Okay, we're so good. So that makes sense. So we will be adding Vanish and Mind Blast to the Hall of Fame, replacing them with effects that better speak to their class's core fantasy. So, Plague Bringer, battle card, give a friendly minion poisonous. This is kind of And 1 mana Radiance, heal 5 to your hero. Seems, again, For Priest, we've added Radiance since we wanted to have a low-cost spell that could be used for tricky spell synergies. Oh, yeah, low-cost spells. And that also provide powerful baseline heal for classes. Plague Spreader will provide rogues with another way to destroy minions and further establishes the class's master of the poison, which is fine. It seems a little bit overcosted. If we want to give them stars, this is probably a 4-star card. Well, probably 3-star card, Radiance. This is probably a 2-star card, Playbringer. 4 mana 3/3 that gives a boy poisonous, which I guess is removal. It's like a 4 mana removal spell, but you also have to have another minion on board. So top decking this is bad, but card draw is good in Rogue, so you might not have to be. You rarely are in a top deck mode for Rogue, so that's also a thing to keep in mind. They both seem fine. They're classic set cards, so they're not supposed to be like crazy. Oh my God, is there more? Okay, hold on. Adding new classic cards. Over the past several years, we've taken steps towards further identifying classes' identities and maintaining healthy metagame and moving some overrepresented or design limiting cards into the Hall of Fame and adding new cards. For instance, 2017, they moved Ragnaros and Windrunner to the Hall of Fame, and more recently, Divine Favor and Ice Block. Also for several other cards, we use Razakan's Rumble, and they've added new cards like Pilfer, Icicle, and Tome Intellect. Right. And we're always assessing the prominence and impact of cards from every set, including basic and classic, and we will continue to make changes when we believe it makes the metagame healthier and better experience. This may come from additions to Hall of Fame or with the introduction of new cards that we feel bring fresh new options to players while still being healthy for the game. When moving classic set cards to the Hall of Fame, we also look to introduce new cards to the set in order to keep a healthy amount of easily attainable cards available to players in standard format games. All makes sense. We've been working on this for quite a while, and some new addition to the classic set, and we feel that now is a perfect time to bring them along into the game. Here's a look at the new cards that will be available in the classic card packs and craftable with the Arcane Dust starting the next major update. So let's go through these boys. That was a bad clap. Card review. First, as a 7-mana Siege Breaker rare taunt, your other demons have +1 attack. Interesting. I like it. Demon Synergy is good. It's a big taunt. 7 mana, 5/8. It'll stick on the board for a while. It's also a classic set card, so it can't be too powerful because it's attainable by everybody. I think I like this card. I'll give this card 3 stars. This is a 3-star card right here. It's a solid body. It's a big taunt for Warlock. A big taunt is pretty good. The last big taunt that we had that made an impact was Voidlord, obviously. So this will obviously not have the same type of effect Voidlord had. I'm not saying that, but I'm just saying when Warlock has a big taunt available to them that also, has demon synergies, that could be very cool and very helpful, and I like it. So I'm giving this one a big thumbs up, probably like 3.5 stars. I like it. Gift of the Wild this is Druid. 8 mana, give your minions +2/+2 and taunt. That's so good. It's high costed, but that's so much board. Like, ooh. Especially right now with how sticky boards are right now in Druid. This seems pretty good. 4 stars. I give this card a 4-star card. Gift of the Wild, very, very good. I like it. And it's a common. Magnifique. I like it. This is good. This is very good. I like this. This is for not warrior. Paladin. 5 mana Righteousness rare. Give your minions Divine Shield. Another No. There's legendaries down there. Another mass board effect. Giving everybody Divine Shield. Again, that's really good. You get free trades. You get free trades. You get a free save from a board clear. You makes your board stickier. 5 mana, potentially get 7 Divine Shields. 4-star card again. That's really solid and really, really hones in on, Paladin's identity, which I'm happy about. So now we have two. Oh boy. Okay, so now we have 5 neutral cards. So Brightwing, he is so cute. Look at his fucking artwork. 3 mana 3/2 dragon. Battle cry, add a random legendary minion to your hand. Cool. I like it. That's why not? I like this. This is cool. He's a cute dragon. There's dragon synergies in there. He replaces himself with another legendary. And again, random legendaries could be good or bad, obviously. So it's a random legendary. So it's hopefully on the higher powered end. And just the fact that it replaces itself in your hand seems pretty good. It's not a death rattle, so it can't get silenced or anything. It's a battle cry. You can put this in like Shutterwalk stuff as well. Battle cry synergies and all that kind of stuff happens as well. So I like Brightwing. I think, plus he's fucking cute. Look at him. Zoom in on that. He's adorable. Fucking adorable. Brightwing, 5 stars. I like it. I like this card. It replaces itself. It's cheap. Gives you dragon synergy. Gives you a random legendary. Cool fucking artwork. Interesting. Kind of semi-mediocre name, but everything else, I like it. High Inquistador Whitemane. I like her art too. Geez, they've been stepping up their art game as well. Like, that's kind of cool looking. I don't like him. He looks kind of doofy. That looks beautiful. He's cute. She looks kind of cool. They've been stepping up their art game, which as an artist I can appreciate. But anyway, she's a 6/8 7 mana card, which stats wise kind of for a legendary at least. But she summons all friendly minions that die this game. So not game, this turn, which is cool. Basically, you can trade for free. It's kind of like a Power of the Wild. In Hunter, you can trade all of your beasts and then get them all back at the end of the turn. So in Conquistador, you can trade for free, which is really good. And if your stuff has rush, you can trade again. Or if it has charge, you can swing again. Excuse you, updates. So she seems really good. That seems really strong. 4 stars, probably. Give it a 4-star card. She seems pretty strong. You can trade for free, and then you can get some rush synergy, so you can so your rush stuff comes back, and you can immediately trade again. There's some stuff that you can do with the Whitemane, with the High Inquistador Whitemane, I'm sure. And she's only 7 mana, so you can play more every time you have some of this stuff for less than like 9 mana. You can do some shenanigans for 3 mana, I'm sure, to make it even better. So, Inquistador seems like a pretty solid addition as well. She seems pretty good. All these cards have been really solid, except for I'm a little bit iffy on Siegebreaker or Breaker. Siegebreaker, I guess, has its spot in Warlock, which makes sense. But I much like Gift of the Wild, Righteousness, and these two guys way better than the other ones. Oh, we're almost down to the bottom. We're going to read some of the comments too, because it looks funny. So here's some more. So there's a new epic. Ooh, 7 mana, 4/4. Summon a random beast. Baron's Stable Hand. Oof. That's a big yikes from me, boy. Ugh. That seems awful. That's so... You can get a 1/1. Or you could get a 6/5. You can get a Savannah Highmane, or you can get... That's horrible. For 7 mana, this cost needs to be reduced, or these stats need to go up. He is bad. I do not 1 star. He's awful. It's a random beast, so it's not even class beast. You can get so many there's so many cheap beasts in Hunter. There's so many cheap beasts in Neutral. There's some big beasts in Hunter. There's some big boy beasts in Druid. There's like Undasta, I guess. Or is Undasta and Dragon not even a beast? This is awful. That's bad. 4 mana 5/4 Battlecry, destroy an enemy secret. That's pretty good. 4 mana 5/4 for a rare. That's pretty good stats actually. SI7 Infiltrator. I like that. She's fine. She seems pretty good. I like it. Destroy an enemy secret's a pretty good cherry on top, but a 4 mana 5/4 seems good. Like an arena, it's a good body for stats. If secrets are prevalent in the metagame, it's a pretty decent tech card. Because flares, I believe, rotated, and also flares only in Hunter. This is a neutral. So stuff that doesn't necessarily deal with secrets will be able to deal with secrets with a pretty decent body. I like it. SI Infiltrator is pretty good. I like her. 4-star card. 4-star card for SI Infiltrator. I like it. And the Arcane Devourer, 8 mana whenever you 8 mana rare elemental. 5/5. Whenever you cast a spell, gain +2/+2. Seems alright. Seems a bit overcosted, but that can get out of hand in like Machine Gun Mage real quick. And probably gets, it gets boosted by the other elemental cards. It's a good addition to Elemental Mage if you want to try to do that. It's maybe an okay addition to Elemental Mage. It's an okay addition to Elemental Shaman. I give this card like 2 stars. I think it's a little bit too high costed, and it's way too easy to remove, and you're investing way too much into a singular card, I guess. Because there's so much, like single hand removal, and your opponent can trade into it pretty easily, and the most you can get off is maybe, I don't know, because it's in neutral, and there's a lot of 0 mana spells in Rogue, and, that kind of stuff. In some classes, you can invest a whole bunch of resources into making this guy good. But do you want to invest all of those resources into making this guy good is the question. And I don't think you would. Because at least in metagame right now, there's so much removal prevalent with executes and devastates and assassinates and all that. And so I don't think that Arcane Devourer is going to see much play right off the bat, but maybe in a future set, maybe if Machine Gun Mage gets more help, then that could definitely be a thing. But for now, I think Arcane Devourer is only 2 stars. But she's good. These guys are good. This is good. This is good. I'm kind of iffy on Siegebreaker and Arcane Devourer, and this is awful. But so for the most part, a lot of good new cards. Since these are basic and classic cards and are not subject to set rotation, we want to be careful with the power level so that Hearthstone can continue to feel fresh with new each year. At the same time, we'd like to provide effects that are natural for their class and can be useful in the right circumstances. Yeah, I mean, that totally makes sense. She's useful in the right circumstance, not too powerful. He seems not too powerful. She seems not overpowered. This seems really good, but not like super crazy. This seems really good, but not super crazy. Like if it was cost a little bit less, I think it would be crazy. But it's 8 mana. He's probably too weak. This is too weak, and he's fine. So going through this whole class identification thing, I think is like the class breakdown. I think is absolutely fantastic. Let's sit on this though. So the identity issues were definitely there. I don't think they had any idea what they wanted to do with Druid for a while. Everything was getting out of whack, so I'm glad that they are nailing down exactly what the class identifications are, so then we can have a better understanding of, hey, when I play against this type of deck, or this class, I should say, then I know exactly what I'm expecting, you know? Obviously, if you're super into the game like myself, I know what the metagame is. I know what to expect when I'm playing against like a warrior. I'm expecting control warrior or control bomb warrior or an aggressive bomb warrior. If I'm playing against shaman, I'm expecting, a Murloc shaman right now. If I'm playing against rogue, I'm expecting pogo hopper or tempo rogue. If I'm, that kind of stuff. But to people who are not super invested and don't play the game as much as I do, or other people who are super invested in the game and entrenched in it, it makes sense to be able to do this. So then they can go through and be like, okay, well, I'm playing against this, so let me look. Or like new players as well. Like, wow, I'm playing against a paladin. What are they really good at? Minion swarms and buffs. So I got to be careful because they're going to divine shield and heal, and they're probably going to summon a bunch of minions. But they're not going to deal a whole bunch of damage to me, so if I can keep the board in check, then that's good. And if I play big minions, then I'll be good too, because that's what they're weak against. So being able to have that kind of thing for people to look at, I think is fantastic. And they just need to stick to it. And if they stick to this and people are able to look at this and be like, wow, if I do this against this class, then, I may be able to get an edge, because that's what they're weak against. Like right now, with Rogue, the weaknesses are taunt, healing, and board clears. So if I can swarm the board or keep myself alive long enough, or throw up, or I can damage them because they don't have taunts. What Rogue is weak against, and if Rogue, because Rogue right now is very prevalent and very powerful in the metagame, then I know this is the kind of stuff that I should do. I should swarm the board, and I should survive long enough so I can, beat the rogue, because that's what their weaknesses are. So having this, I think, is fantastic, and I really, really appreciate them doing this. But now let's just see some of the comments, because it's going to be funny. Priest card replacement is beyond terrible. You cannot just remove a card what the class has been about for years and give them something that will never see play and call this class identity. Rogue's replacement is at least playable. I wish they had the guts to touch Dr. Boom instead of these nonsense. I believe this is a slightly bigger problem than Vanish. You right. You think Mind Blast is an ideal card to define breed? No, I don't care about that. Oh, jeez, and it's just a cesspool. To heal you for... it's just a cesspool down here. I don't care enough anymore. Let's see what another big one is. Please look at the nerfing Big Priest in Wild. It's unfun to play against in hand as Giant's handlock was. Yeah, I mean, Play Deck is good against it in Profit. Oh my god, this person wrote a fucking essay, dude. And I would love to know exactly what's going on through the card design team's head when a lot of posted here, both in thoughts, fantasy regards the new card. Let's tackle the elephant in the room. The handling Rogue. Rogues recently received nerfs which were needed. While I could see that it coming from the idea of a new card that is for real board of wild power, but no, changing kind of fixed advantage and only real qualifies as the lane of Priest need another healing card, especially this one's terrible. I'm actually trying to fizz you. Oh boy, people are not happy like normal. Alright, Jacob, you can cut that out. That was dumb. The whole cesspool of the comments. But hopefully you guys enjoyed. If you did, make sure to leave a like, comment down below. Tell me what you guys think about all of these new cards and all of the class identities. I find it interesting. If you didn't find it interesting, I'm sorry. But I like class identification, and I like card design, I like game design, and I like all that kind of stuff. So I was interested in reading about all of their class identification stuff. And I think it's good. Like I said, I've already reiterated all of this, or I've already said all this, but I think it's good that they have this class identification. And as long as they stick to it, people are able to look at it and know what's good and bad against certain classes and what their weaknesses are, and try to play against those weaknesses. So It's good. Please subscribe and follow me on Twitch. And check out all the social media and stuff, and just listen to the outro. The outro will tell you what to do. Well, Michael from Steam's Game is gonna be signing off now. So 1, 2, 3. Oh yeah. Alrighty. Well. Now, no, not Minecraft. What am I doing? No, stop. That's what I want. Not Heroes of the Storm. What are you doing? Here we go. No, why is Minecraft alive? Minecraft needs to die. Here we go. Alright, well. Now let's go ahead and move this over to here and shrink this down a lot. Transition.
Welcome back.
And here we go. I'm not going to play with headphones. A little bit. I don't feel like listening to it. Oh my god, I have so much. I have so many quests. Let's just do the quests. See if any fun games happen in the midst of no, close program, yes. Let's see. 12 beasts, 2 games any class, paladin or warrior. Well, we're playing hunter first. Playing my beast hunter first. Oh, I should probably do just doing my dailies, doing my daily quests. Smiley face. Update information. There we go. I go ahead and move this over, move this down. I don't need this or this. Do something better. Also, I got this new shirt. I got a Pride shirt. Yay, Pride. It's very soft. It's like American Eagle, I think. It's really, really soft. I'm sleeping in it because I'm in my PJs right now. It's very nice. Oh, I forgot I have Gold Hunter. It makes me so happy. I love Gold Hunter. I love it. Sorry, I won't get close to the mic. I know Jacob doesn't like it when I get close to the mic, so I won't do that. Alright. I feel like I should have headphones. I feel naked. I'll get headphones. I feel weird. Because I'm not hearing anything. So.
Well played.
Let's hit that shimmer fly. Let's go again.
Amazing.
Okay. The lovely music. Ooh, magic dart frog. I wonder as well. I'll kill you. Just get rid of you. Hit the Master's Call next turn and maybe like a Timberwolf. That would be nice. I can make the face cam a little bit bigger.
What to do? What to do?
Not that anybody wants the face cam bigger.
Someday I'll be just like you.
Interesting. I wonder as well. This is all of my mana. If I do this, if I do this, I can get Spring Paw. No, damn. No Spring Paw. Only Timberwolf. Well, hold on. If I go like this makes this a 4-3, which is fine. Make him have to deal with that.
What to do? What to do?
I don't know. What to do is right. Oh wow. 0 mana, deal 4 damage is very good. 3 mana, deal 8 damage is really good. 3 mana to draw 2 guards is really good. 0 mana, deal 5 damage is very good. Wow. Yes, my piggy.
Amazing.
My beautiful piggy. Unless you have enough face damage to murder me, which is an issue. Because if so, I'm going to be very sad. Please well play me, boy. Do you have any idea what's going on? I have you right where I want you, kind of. Not really. Ooh, look at those boys. Golden Beastie Boys. Everything on my board is golden. So nice. Can this person hurry up? I gotta get to bed at some point. Come on. Come on, buddy.
You require my
Assistance. Well, there's an Archmage Sinitus that we're gonna kill
Runs out on me.
immediately. Ooh.
Aha!
Interesting.
Aha!
Well, we're gonna have to try to kill him this turn because now he's got what, 8 damage in his hand. Well, first of all, we're gonna kill him. It's got 2 fireballs with equals 8 damage, so I'm not dead yet. No, it equals 12 damage. How much does fireball do? Wait, does he not realize it? How much does fireball do? Am I dead or not? Did he just miss lethal? I think he just missed lethal like an idiot.
My magic will tear you apart.
He missed lethal.
That didn't quite hit the mark.
Wait. 5 damage. 2 hero power. Oops. He missed, he might have missed lethal. Oopsie daisies.
Versus Garrosh.
Victory or death! Let the hunt begin.
I'll keep Hatchet. Hatchet's a good card. I need to take tracking out of this deck. I don't like tracking. Oh my god. What am I gonna have to choose from? Well, this is damage, but this is Spring Paw. Against a warrior, I don't need damage, I need board control. Okay. But now there's 2 cards gone. I hate tracking so much. I just don't like tracking. I'm gonna replace the trackings in my deck with something else. I'm gonna Spring Paw Hunter's Hatchet next turn so I can kill that. Unless he I don't think there's any 2-mana magnetized cards. Yeah, I'm fine. I like the card back though. Cool. Second Hunter's Hatchet. Play this one to inform. Giving him armor is fine. Maybe. Maybe not. Who knows, really?
I hunt alone.
Let's kill that. Ooh. Ooh. I'll hang on to all that, actually. I probably should have played the Shimmerfly. Now that I think about it. But, oh well. We have a good reload at least. Here's Timberwolf. We can go Animal Companion Timberwolf.
I hunt alone.
Well, now we can go Animal Companion Savage Hyena. Because this will protect him from, the taunt will protect the hyena from any board presence. And then we can Shimmerfly into stuff. Oh, now we can, like, Tundra Rhina into Shimmerfly or the Lynx or anything. It's very good. He could waste a Warpath on that. I mean, sure. Still gonna do this though. I'm gonna start to go face because he's not gaining as much armor as I thought he was going to. And if I draw the other Scavenging Hyena, that would be very good. Also, why is a Ferocious Scaling in here? Is it just for life gain? So I could take out the tracking and putting another one in, and then find another 1-drop. to put in besides tracking. Because then tracking off of Zul'jin sucks.
Unity, precision, perfection.
Well, there's Ziliax. Yeah, there we go. Look at my army of golden boys. Ooh, 9 lives. What death rattles do I have besides Shimmerfly? None. Oh, you know what I'll do? I'll take out tracking, putting another vicious skeleton, and put in a scavenging hyena. So I have plenty of low drops. So go down to 2, and I can hit it with that, and I can unleash the beast too. Wow. Hit you in the face. I'm gonna drop this so I can get an arcane shot. Oh, wow. Just ultra aggro. I love Hunter. Hunter makes me happy. Hunter makes me the big happy.
Light the fuses!
That does not make me the big happy. Interesting. Okay. Let's do this and then kill one of them. And then let's just ignore. And let's just ignore your 3-4. Because your 3-4 doesn't really do a whole lot to me. And then I can win the game with my Dire Frenzy on one of these guys. Ooh. That's good. Well, I think I got the W anyway. Two life.
Well played.
And the Wyvern.
Well played.
2 life and the Wyvern's pretty helpful. Man, I haven't even drawn Zul'jin yet.
Well played.
Are you gonna suicide yourself? Thank you. Well played. Hello to everybody just joining the stream. Welcome, welcome. Alright, let me do what I was gonna do. Because I do not like the card tracking. Instead of tracking, we're going to run. Well, let's just run explosive traps. Can I craft golden explosive traps? I want to make golden explosive traps. How do I make golden explosive traps? Golden. How do I make... whatever. I want golden explosive traps, but that's fine. Alright, what was my last quest? Paladin or warrior? Well... let's play a little bit with bomb warrior. Because I should be able to get the W with that. I almost just died.
Thunder King!
Ooh, a shaman.
I am the slayer of kings and gods. Victory or
Or death. I don't want that, I don't want that, I don't want that. Remove all of that. Good old town crier. Yep. 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 Well, this is gonna cause way more issues than it's worth. That is gonna cause so many issues to my life, so we're gonna kill it. Good for him.
Mind if I roll lead?
2 Omega Assemblies, turn 3. That's awful. Murloc, Tasty Fin, look at him. He's so cute. How much damage is on board? 5.
Life abusers!
Ooh. So I said I'm tired, I didn't think about it. I mean, that's probably good as well, because, you know, I got the draw. You need to die. You need to die. Like, right now.
rush the enemy! Defend your
Unfortunately, I cannot kill you right away. I may have made a crucial mistake. I may have made a crucial mistake.
Mind if I roll lead?
Oh, that's not good. That's not good at all. Well, let's see how we'll be able to get out of this situation, I suppose. Oh. Oh. Oh no. Please give me brawl. I need brawl next turn. Please brawl. 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 That's not a brawl. But I do have that. That is the good one. That is the good one. That is what we want. That is in fact the good one. My hand is ass garbage too.
I must ponder.
Get wrecked, boy. I need armor and life gain. Please, just please. Oh, I got the armor too. Oh my god. The comeback. Ah, no. That's not good. Do you have... I hate this game. This game sucks. I was about to say the comeback, but nope. Hello, whoever just joined the stream.
For Doomhammer,
Welcome, welcome.
I will fight with honor.
That is a very large hand. I will keep replicating metas, but please give me small things. Thank you. That is helpful. Hopefully you're having or you had a lovely day, you're having a lovely day, having a lovely evening. I don't know where you are. Hopefully everything is lovely. And if you would like to, please use the chat function, because I would love to talk to you. I just lost to Murloc Shaman. I don't want to play Murloc Shaman again. Don't make me play Murloc Shaman again. I don't want to do it. I don't want to play Murloc Shaman again. Please no. Please stop. Please don't bully. Hopefully he'll leave the mech alive, even though he won't. I apologize, I was texting my editor. Oh wow, he did leave it up. Alright, there we go. Ooh, he got the poisons. Nice. Good for him. Not really, though. Jesus, he had one fury as well. What did he do? Oh, he wind furied it. Okay. Makes sense. You know, the card that does that. Interesting. He's going face.
Unity, precision,
Perfection. So hopefully this is gonna keep up with Murloc Shaman at least. This is going real fast though. Well, he's let me gain 8, which is very helpful. Ooh, look at this boy.
Access denied. Converting stored energy.
Look at that good old 410 boy. Delicious. Oh boy. Oh boy. This is bad. Another sea giant.
Deploying countermeasures.
It's a 6/11 taunt divine shield, so good luck, buddy. That is big scary. That is the very big, very scary. Jesus, alright. You suck.
Deploying countermeasures.
Shall not save you.
Alright. That's more helpful. There's another one.
For justice.
I should have killed that. I'm a fucking idiot. I left this up. Damn it. I'm stupid. Damn it. Alright. What's the plan here? He's got bloodlust. Hopefully he goes face with his bloodlust. If he goes face with his bloodlust, I'm fine. Because I've got double twin spells now. Or I've got double lifesteal on these guys. Unless he just chooses to clear the board. Nope, he's gonna go face, which is good. And I believe the majority of his hand is just Murlocs generated. So unless he has the... well, he should have played the chargy board. Yeah, it's fine. Yeah, so I think we're good then. Alright, well, we are good to do this. And Crystallology, which is... those guys are helpful. This needs to die. This should die. This needs to die. This should die.
Reporting for duty. You win this.
Oh. Well played. What time is it? It's 10:36. 50 and the 10. Wow. Well. Hopefully you all had a lovely night. And I will see you guys later. I just jumped on to do the quick. Go ahead and do this. Yeah, we're gonna raid Buff Pro, but the Buff Pro. But I just want to jump on and talk about the new cards, the class identification stuff, and then just get my daily quests in and just play some games. I was not expecting to stream for that long anyway, you know. But have a lovely night, everybody, and goodbye. Hold on. We're rating. Goodbye.